Song of the year. What say you? Because again, I'm gonna fall back on this Donda thing. I think I was saying this offline. Um, Praise God, I think is song of the year.
Well, praise God, I'm here to tell you something different, Mike.
I know you are.
Right,
I know you are.
right. Mike, there are a couple of options that I've been tossing around. Let's hold on. Let me go to that. Let me go to my notes right quick because I've been making all my lists and sending you stuff
Yeah. What do you
today.
think about Tyler? I mean, do you think
What
that?
lumberjack or hot wind blows?
I was gonna say Lumberjack off top.
Lumberjack's a contender. Once again, the truth by Nas. Black Illuminati by Gibbs and Kiss is in the
Mm-hmm.
running for me.
Okay, I can see that.
Hell on Earth 2, Gibbs, Conway, and Benny.
I
I
could
mean, I mean
say
Conway, Westside, and Benny. Hell
Hell
on
on
Earth.
Earth is a good one too. I wasn't thinking about that. What about
Hold on.
what's your name for Tyler the Creator?
Really?
Song NBA YoungBoy. That song was hard.
I was thinking Hot Wind Blows and
Hot
Lumberjack.
Wind Blows and Lumberjack. Okay,
Uh,
Lumberjack was hard.
yeah, Lumberjack was hard. Scatterbrain with Conway and JID and Luda was up there.
Dang, a whole bunch of people are saying Store Run.
Mike, you want me to run down my list right quick?
Yeah, yeah, go for it. That's what we doing on this show. People are saying Hell on Earth, Store
Okay,
Run,
Mike,
Nobody
okay,
by Nas.
okay, Mike,
Barack
Nas,
Obama had Nobody on his list.
Nas, The Truth, Gibbs and Kiss, Black Illuminati, West Side Gun featuring Conway and Benny, Hell on Earth 2, West Side Gun featuring Stove God, Cooks and AZ, 99 Everex, Nas, Store Run, Snoop featuring E40, Ice Cube and Too Short, Big Subwoofer, Tyler, Hot Wind Blows, Tyler, Lumberjack, Conway, Scatterbrain with JID and Luda, Boldy, Fake Flowers with Gibbs and Currency, Love the Genius, Tunchi featuring Armani Caesar, Self Love, off March Homie's album, Balance Child. Pride is the Devil, J. Cole featuring Lil Baby. Sky Zoo, Free Jewelry. Kanye, Praise God, Mike. I actually put it on there. Kanye, Praise God made my list. I don't want to hear that shit, Mike. Nas, Building. Nas, Nobody. AZ, Ritual. Westside Gun featuring Conway. Spoons. Ross, Richer Than I Ever Been.
Who spoons, man? All right, I see a lot of Death Row East. I see a lot of
Mike,
Store
what I tell
Run.
you about Death Row East, Mike?
I know, I know. We can't
I
have a
got
show without talking about Death Row East.
Mike, I had run-ins with Suge. Niggas would have been shook. I keep trying to tell you that's classic shit, Mike. That's classic, Mike. That's classic. Nas is saying I had run-ins with Suge. Niggas would have been shook. And he's telling a Tupac story. Mike, he went on Instagram and released a photo. It's Tupac wearing a Death Row East shirt. It's like, oh, it really, really happened like that.
I'm seeing a lot of Death Row East. Um, I'm seeing a lot of Nobody, but I'm seeing the most Store Run.
Mike, what did I tell you the best song on King's Disease 2
No,
was,
I
Mike?
think the best song on King's Disease is Store Run. King's
It
Disease
is.
2, excuse me.
Like King's Disease, Store Run is one of the best verses of the year, too. His second verse on Store Run. Yeah. I'm cool if you think Store Run is the song of the year. I think The Truth is better than Store Run, though. I think Store Run is more that classic Nas that like the fans long for. But the guy that's on The Truth is the greatest MC of all time. That's what I'm saying. The guy on Store Run's not the greatest MC of all time. The guy on The Truth, that's the greatest MC of all time, Mike.
Hear me out real quick. Are we doing too much if we put Brunch on Sundays as music video of the year?
I
No.
love Brunch on Sunday. I'm cool with that. Mike, that's one of my favorite records this year, low key. I'm
You know
so
what?
surprised.
I'm cool with people saying Nobody being the song of the year.
It's
I
Nas
see
and
a lot of
Lauren.
Store Run. I see a lot of Nobody. But the fact that Nas and Lauren connecting again and actually
Well,
rapping on the same track.
well, it's not just that. He's rapping well too. It's like
Oh yeah, yeah.
she had the verse of the year, but he's got, like I told you, he's got a bunch of verse of the year contenders on
But he's
KD2.
Nas. Yeah.
So right, you're gonna get that from a great Nas project. Nobody, that second verse on Nobody, his second verse, that's one of those verse of the year contender verses he got on KD2. Yeah.
Nas is cleaning up in 2021. Okay.
Like, to be honest with you, like he made about 5 to 7 of the best 25 rap songs this year. He really did.
Producer of the year, Hit Boy.
Mike, it's only Hit Boy because of Magic. Because if you go look at Super Tecmo Bowl, Bo Jackson, and Haram, well, that kind of offsets KD too. And I was leaning on Alchemist, and then he dropped Magic, and I was like, well, he just executive produced the best 2 albums of the year and pretty much like helped solidify like Nas's GOAT status. It's like, yeah.
Rookie of the year. This is always difficult.
That's always difficult.
That's always difficult because everybody has material now. And it's like, even if you're just now hearing about somebody, they probably got like 2 albums from years before.
Yeah, Mike, like Arm & Hammer, who did Haram, he's been around.
Yeah, I mean,
like, he's been around. It's like I just got wind about 2 weeks ago.
I mean, even if I wanted to go 7, the Genius, right? Like, she has a lot of work.
Like, she got like 3 full projects.
Yeah.
Like, she had 2 full projects before she dropped the EP she dropped this year, correct? 2 or 3?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like, she's been here. She's been doing work. She was doing projects in like 2018, 2019.
Yeah. And even if we went Little Sims, like, she got stuff from like 2017. Like,
I'm about to say, she got stuff from back, Mike.
Yeah.
I caught wind to her, I feel like in 2016, not even 17.
Who would y'all say is hip hop's rookie of the year for 2021, or do we just not have one? Uncle Al. Joe Bro says Uncle Al.
You know, the way things happen is that sometimes we don't even see our rookies anymore till they become stars. They spend a couple years kind of like bubbling, and you really got to pipe into the feed and see who's who and what's what, Mike.
Yeah, RJ Payne. Man, I heard RJ Payne back in like 19, I think.
Man, I've been listening to RJ Payne maybe longer than that, Mike.
Yeah, that's probably longer than that. Baby Kim is somebody that I would say had a rookie season.
That's maybe viable. We can call it a rookie season, yeah.
Okay. That's
we
legit.
can call it a rookie season, I guess. That's what I'm saying. That's convoluted. Like, you know, the game used to work more organized where it's like it cycled people in. It's like it's a free-for-all now, so.
I see Big Lotto here. Moray. Okay, I can see that.
Who?
Moray.
Okay. Yeah.
What about Duke Deuce? I feel like, man, speaking of Duke Deuce, man, Isaiah Rashad, boy, that album deserves something.
So, Mike, I'm going to tell you what something
Breakthrough album? I don't know.
No, Mike, I'm going to tell you something that I gave it because I've been listening to it too, and I feel the way you do, Mike. I had to move it up to the number 3 album of the year. So if it not for Nas, Isaiah Rashad's "The House Is Burning" would have been the album of the year, in my opinion. It's a masterpiece, Mike. It's a brilliant album. I think it's going to stay. It stayed with me. So I got Nas's Magic at 1, Nas KD 2 at 2, but I got Isaiah Rashad, "The House Is Burning" at 3, Mike. And you know he did an extended play, The Homies Beg, right? Have you heard The Homies Beg?
I haven't heard that, no.
I'm like, we need to go hear The Homies Beg, because really, Mike, when we put it in the yearbook, we need to put in The House Is Burning and The Homies Beg version that got some extra cuts on it.
Speaking of which, that is a music video that I did see where he did the remix version of R.I.P. Young with Project Pat and Juicy J. That video was hard.
Mike, he made some of the best songs this year too, Mike.
Yeah, he did.
Hold on. I want to go to some of his records right quick because he had see, I was listening to his album today. R.I.P. Young, From the Garden.
Yeah.
Headshots, Mike. Headshots is my joint, Mike. Chad, the Pimp C.O. These are bangers, Mike. These ain't just records. These are bangers.
I'm glad we're having this conversation.
Shit, slap. No, Mike, I don't think you understand. If Nas doesn't come, Mike, it took Nas having the best year of his legendary career to keep Isaiah Rashad from having an album of the year. If Nas doesn't drop KD2 at Magic, The House Is Burning is the best rap album this year, in my opinion.
Moray seems to be getting most of the Rookie of the Year love, so we'll listen to the people. That's what it is. Moray's Rookie of the Year.
People can run because I don't even know how to run that anymore. But The House Is Burning, The Homies Beg. When we get off, you need to go pull up The Homies Beg and get.
Oh yeah, I'm about to pull that up. Dre says Headshots is fire.
Headshots is fire. I was listening to Headshots today. Like I had to, like Mike. That's one of those records you hear it and it goes off too soon. You like run that back. Okay, run that back one more time. Then after you hear it 3 times, you're like, okay, I need to go on. I need to go on and listen to the rest. Yeah.
Is there a freestyle of the year this year?
No, I think the Lupe SLR, it's just like.
You know what? I took this out of the categories because we had at one point disc record of the year. There is a disc record of the year because I was thinking in my mind, I was like, "There's not a disc record of the year." It is. There is a disc record of the year. Lupe. Yeah.
Mike, I'd like to say something.
Go for it.
We haven't been doing this podcast for a long, long time. It hasn't even been 2 years. And so I would like to thank Nas for making me look good because I've been singing his praises and it coincides with him making a great run. I'd like to thank him for that. You know who made me look bad this year, Mike? Royce made me look bad this year, Mike.
I told
Royce
you.
Man.
Told
me. You told me.
I was like, man. Oh, no. I'm sorry. That's not the disc record of the year. Mickey's is the disc record of the year.
You're right. Mickey's disc record's better. And Mickey and Blue dropped a dope project this year. That's on our slept on list too, Mike. Mickey and Blue project. What is it? Hold on. I got too many notes. I got too much.
No, it's all good. Look,
the narrative. Yes.
Yeah, that was dope, and because they dropped it with Knots. That's kind of a collaborative effort too, with Mickey, Blue, and Knots.
Ooh, Mike, that was a nice collaborative effort.
Yeah.
The narrative and Thy Will Be Done by Love came out at the same time, and they were both like the same length, and we were both like, these are both excellent projects.
Yeah. LP says Mickey Fax the Rav. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's this record of the year. And again, it's one of those categories where it's like, we love to have it because it's awesome hip hop, whatever, but, you know, disc records can also have a negative connotation, and it's like you don't want to
encourage certain behavior, right?
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Unless somebody making something like No Vaseline, I'm encouraging that behavior. If you're making a No Vaseline, I'm not to encourage the behavior.
Well, speaking